What's good, yo? Welcome to my review for the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super, and this episode was pretty good. This episode was pretty great. I really enjoyed this one, man. This one was a damn good episode. This one, Universe 4 got eliminated in this one. I won't lie. They had me going a bit when Gohan almost got eliminated. I was about to go on a massive Twitter rant when that was about to happen, and I was gonna come here angry as fuck. But thankfully, that did not happen. I was like, "Oh, don't you dare! Don't you fucking do it! Don't you do it to my man Gohan!" So thankfully, he's still in there. And yeah, but first, again, let me talk about a couple of stuff that I have. I forgot Food Wars. First time we got to see Erina. She got introduced in this episode. I love Erina, man. She's such a great character. And in season 3, which I don't even know is going to get dubbed here or not, because there's only so far that's been released on Blu-ray has been season 1, season 2 with Sentai. Sentai. The Sentai Film Board, the licensors for the series, or at least who have the rights to it for distribution and dubbing. They announced at Anime Expo last year that season 1, season 2 were going to get dubbed. Season 3 didn't get announced because it wasn't airing yet. So I'm curious, since Season 3 is completely over at this point, I'm curious if they're going to now announce the dub. Or the dub is going to air along after Season 2 is aired. I'm not sure if they're going to go all the way to Season 3 because I love Season 3. And some really cool shit happens with Erina and her character, which makes me kind of curious what's happening with her voice, because the dub gave her such a bitchy English voice. It's fucking perfect for her. But I'm curious if that's going to get dialed back a lot, because a lot of some crazy shit, especially with Erina, emotionally, and some other shit that were I won't get into any spoilers for you guys who have not seen Season 3 yet, or just haven't watched Food Wars in general. But some crazy shit does happen with Erina. We get introduced to her father, and Food Wars borderline turned into a completely different series in Season 3 almost. Like, it's almost a completely different... It's almost like Attack on Titan, honestly, but I wouldn't say as drastic. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm not gonna hold my breath for Season 3 getting dubbed, at least right now when it's on Toonami, but I would hope to see at least one day we do see it dub, because this is my second time watching Food Wars dub, and I'm loving rewatching it, man. It's such a good show, man. Such a good show. So yeah, we got that one. Lupin the Third, Part 5. This was the episode when Erina, or Ami got written off. She was like, she's going to school now, which did give me disappointed because I thought this was going to be the last time we did see her. Thankfully, it's not. I actually went on Mal to check the episodes out to see which episode we're on right now, right now on Toonami. And then I looked at some of the screenshots on the little thumbnails or whatever they have on Mal, and Ami's in a couple of them in the later episodes. So Ami's coming back. Hyped to see her again because she was such a cool character. So yeah, I loved her little but if this was last, they really did give her. They've written her off pretty well. Like the little ending she had when she went to school, man, that was some great shit. I love Ami, man. She's such a cool character. Gundam, I must say, bruh, what's wrong with you? Like, this dude, legit, this dude he's sitting here in the cockpit of this mobile suit, and he's out here fighting against all these other mobile suits, but he has his, little sister that's about, maybe 5-6 years old, and she's just sitting there with him while he's just nailing these guys out. He hasn't trying to cover her eyes or nothing. He's just sitting there, just just blasting them off, and you could just see the look of her face with the sheer horror. She starts crying at him, like, fam, you couldn't tell her to leave the cockpit area so she doesn't have to see this shit, man. He's like, oh. Then later on, he's like, oh shit, she's crying. But Gundam, I love it. I actually found out this actually isn't the OVA version. This is actually the TV version called Advent of something. I forget what was it? Advent of the Red Comet, which actually isn't even on Mal, surprisingly. So yeah, this is about 13 episode series. I actually just saw Jeff Fu's video he did on it right before I started recording. I watched the last episode. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I look forward to seeing the rest of the series. Anyway, let's just jump right into the episode. So we start this episode off. We got Vegeta going against Kamen Rider. They're going at it. They're going at it. The dude Kamen Rider ends up charging up his fist. They start charging. Keeps going at him. He changes into his ultimate form, whatever. And so then they have a key struggle. Vegeta comes in there with the final flash and takes his ass out all the way up to the end of the ring. He's like, whoa! He manages to balance himself back before he goes ring, and then he is swept under his feet and then is sent outside the ring. So now Kamen Rider is eliminated. I don't care what his real name is, and I won't call because goddamn, this is obviously Kamen Rider. I don't even watch Kamen Rider. But anyway. So after Kamen Rider was eliminated, he had the destroyer of what universe is this? 11th, I think. Yeah, 11. No. 11's Jiren's universe. whatever universe this is, the one with the robot. I forget which universe it is. He's like, what happened, dude? And he's like, I don't know. It was like someone swept me under my feet. So then Vegeta's like, he eliminated himself. Amateurs. So then Vegeta's just kind of staring there outside the ring, and then boom, he is pushed off to the end of the ring. Vegeta manages to catch himself, pulls the back up, and says, what the hell is going on? We get to Gohan. Gohan's on this little platform. He's then pushed up, he's then like punched or kicked or whatever, drop kicked or whatever, off this platform, and he goes over and over, all the way over to the ring, and oh my god, the fear, no, I was about, like I mentioned before, I was about to go on a massive Twitter rant if Gohan got eliminated like this. Thankfully, Piccolo came into the save, and my heart attack was subsided. So, yeah, that. So, he had him. He's like, "What happened, man?" He's like, "We can see him." And so from there, we find out. We keep going on. We have 18. He goes on against this new guy from Universe 4, and they're like at Tien, and he's asking Master Roshi, like, "Yo, hey, Master Roshi, what do you think this is all about?" He says, it's probably, if I had to guess, I'd say it's an invisible man. It can't possibly be that. I haven't seen that move in ages. Wait, Katella, you actually have an invisible man? That's right, Wrinkles. And so, and then actually, and then Krill's like, hey, honey, you're going up against an invisible man. She's like, no shit, honey. That's kind of obvious with the way he's attacking. I can't see him. So, that was funny. And we had to get like a little callback to the original Dragon Ball series that I actually would not have caught otherwise, because you guys know I haven't seen it yet, but I do. One day, I know it probably sounds like a broken last time I say like I haven't seen the original Dragon Ball series, but I will see it. But some of my comments in my review last week actually linked me to this clip from the original Dragon Ball series of when Yamcha was going up against an invisible man. And so to figure out where he is, I forget who it was. I think it was Goku's idea, or it might have been Krillin. No. I'm pretty sure it was Krillin's idea, where he pulled Bulma's shirt up, exposed in her tits. Because I don't think she was wearing a bra. I mean, I doubt she was. Maybe she was. I don't know. If she was, I would question Toriyama, but I kid. But so exposed her chest out, and then Master Roshi had a massive nosebleed, which revealed the silhouette or the outline of the invisible man. And by that point, Yamcha made quick work of him. So, and so he tells Gohan, "Hey, Gohan, you could just expose him with something like a nosebleed to know where he is." He's like, "I don't get bloody noses." I'm like, "Fam, you're in an anime. Just think of Adele naked, or her going down on you. Or you going down on her. Whichever you prefer, fam." Wait, why's my nose getting bloody? I kid. My nose isn't bloody if you're wondering. Nah, it was a joke. Anyway. So they're kind of thinking about that for a while, but then Gohan gets the idea. So he just starts firing at the ground, release this massive dust cloud, which then, I'm assuming from like the dust, reveals the outline, silhouette, whichever you want to call it, of this invisible man, which looks like an iguana, which is kind of funny. Or it might have been, I forget, there was another, it might not have been an iguana, it might have been another reptile that can, like, one reptile can, or a chameleon. It might have been a chameleon. Where chameleons can change their colors to blend in with their environment. So it could have been a chameleon, might have been an iguana. I'm not sure. I'm not a reptilianist. So tell me if any of you guys know which reptile it's supposed to look like. Tell me down below. But anyway, so by that point, Piccolo makes some quick work of him. One other thing before we saw that, we actually saw Piccolo uses the which I don't think we haven't seen this in a while. I think I recall seeing this in Z once, but releases this massive explosion within him, which sends this huge, this huge area. We'll try to see where this invisible man was, but he didn't catch him. It reminded me of when Vegeta self-destructed, or this time he actually survived it, or he didn't self-destruct. I think we saw this like one other time in Z. I'm not too sure about that, but anyway. So after that, once he finds the invisible man, Piccolo makes quick work of him, and takes which actually we see Piccolo do this like mouth Kai attack, which I don't think we've ever seen him do ever in Z. I'm sure King Piccolo probably used it like maybe a couple times against Goku in the original Dragon Ball series, but I don't think we've ever seen this Piccolo. At least in Z, we've never seen him use mouth Ki attacks. I know the other Namekians used it, but we haven't seen Piccolo do it. So that was pretty interesting. So then the iguana, chameleon, whichever it is, gets eliminated, and I love Beerus. It's like, oh, what is it now, Katella? It's all over! And his facial expression, man, was fucking fantastic. Which actually, speaking of dubs, one thing I also got to mention, I have to talk about Attack on Titan. I have to talk about the dub for Attack on Titan this week. I almost forgot to talk about, but now I'm not. Now this episode was heavily spoilery, so I'm not going to get into any real specifics with this episode. If you guys want to know, if you guys saw my Attack on Titan, if you watch my Attack on Titan sub review, you know which episode this was with Grisha and everything. My God, the dub was fucking fantastic. Like, okay, I'm not, like I mentioned before, I'm not going to go any spoilers, but we get a flashback to Grisha's past. That's all. That's what this episode was. And I must say the voice actor, because, you know, Kid Grisha ended up being voiced by, Justin, what was his name? Justin Briner, who was the VA, who was also the voice of Izuku Midoriya in Hiroaka. And then you had Grisha's main VA, which his name is slipping my mind at the current moment, but my God, his narrations were fucking amazing, guys. Like, oh my God, they were so good. They like the narration and the sub were pretty good, but my God, like, this dude has a voice what you would expect where you wouldn't be surprised he's one of those guys that does narrations for audiobooks. He has that kind of voice. It's fucking amazing, man. Like the dub just completely shocked me with the Grisha's narration from his normal VA to Justin's VA dubbing work or just voice acting work when he was Kid Grisha. So much great stuff, man. The dub, honestly, completely shits over the sub. If you ask me, the Attack on Titan dub is way better than the sub. Yeah, I love the voice from when you had Erwin's amazing speech to this episode. My God, is this dub a fucking masterpiece? This is one of my favorite English dubs of all time. Attack on Titan season 3 is. I don't care what anyone says. That's my opinion. Yeah. So anyway. Back to Dragon Ball Super. I just had to talk about Attack on Titan because Attack on Titan's not airing anymore, subbed anyway. So I just had to talk about this. I just had to talk about the sub or the dub for this week because my God, was it fucking fantastic. Anyway. So, where was I? Okay. Oh yeah. So then we find out that Kudella said that it ain't over yet. He has one last ace up his sleeve. The main event, which actually this one was actually kind of surprising, actually a little clever. Actually, if I'll give him this much, this was a very clever idea on his part. So after that, we get back to the guys. Then this super small blue dude comes in there, like fires up these I guess whatever you want to call it, but he puts Gohan and Piccolo inside this little barrier, and inside this barrier are these illusions of fighters from Universe 9. Which it was nice seeing the Cat Girl again, because you guys know, I mentioned when we first saw her at the start of Tournament Power, I love her design. So that's seeing her again. Yeah. But anyway, so you had her, a bunch of the other guys from Universe 9. They were all fighting against Gohan and Piccolo. After because they're just illusions. They can't touch them, but they can go right. Piccolo and Gohan can just punch right through them. They disappear. But so they're like, this is easy. We can just take care of it. But then they started actually hitting them and laying attacks, which makes them think, oh, okay, what's going on here? So what they do, after they learn what they're gonna do, and after they kind of sense his energy, so Piccolo gets up there, fires up a ki blast to take out the little blue guy who is the one releasing these illusions. Takes care of him, eliminates him in just one hit. He's like, what was that? He's like, oh, but I don't fight. I'm like. Well, that's kind of a useless fight. Yeah, well, if you get caught, you can't fight back. So that's kind of a liability if you ask me. But whatever. So after that, they find out we have another invisible man. Well, because we have another pseudo invisible man. So Piccolo then gets eliminated. Which I'm actually by this said invisible man. Which for some reason I'm actually surprised. Which I don't understand why Piccolo didn't try and save himself, because his arms can stretch, so he could have very easily saved himself. Don't know why no one at Toei thought of that, or Toriyama for that matter. Kinda seems like a major oversight if you ask me. Just saying. But anyway, so Piccolo gets eliminated, and they're like, that's strange. I could have sensed his energy, but I couldn't touch him. It's like his body wasn't even there. So goes up against the rest of the other guys. They can't land hits. Goku tries punching at him, but he's just punching at thin air at this point. But 17 actually notices sound. Was like a dust kind of following him on the ground. And he's like, oh. Jumps up into this little platform. He's like, hey, it's my turn. come at me, and put his guards up and closes his eye. And so then the Invisible Man goes and hits him with a fairy punch. But then he notices, finds out where he is, hits a Kai blast in his general direction, hitting it, aiming at the floor. We find out that instead they are not fighting some Invisible Man. I gotta say, I love how I know I mentioned this before, but it bears repeating again. 17 is the MVP of this tournament. If he does not get the fucking witch, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't care if how cool Vegeta, how cool Frieza will look. I don't care how badass Goku's gonna be, whether he takes out Jiren with mastered Ultra Instincts. I'm sure Evolved Blue is gonna look cool when we get there, but nah, 17 deserves that wish. Let the man get his yacht. Let that man have his yacht and just chill on a chair, and just enjoy the seas with his family. That man deserves that fucking yacht. After this, man. So he tells him that, you're not fighting some invisible man. No, we are fighting an insect. Because he thinks, and because of the sounds he was making, that you can feel his energy, but your theories are confusing. And then Piccolo's like, I was too focused on his energy to pay attention to my other senses. So then they keep going at him, attacking him, taking care of him. It takes a while for them to find out where he is, but eventually they're like, wait, he doesn't jump, does he? Or he can't fly, so he just jumps when he attacks, right? Yeah, I haven't seen him jump at all, or fly at all. So they devised a plan to take him out, so they had to make sure where he can't jump. So what Goku does is just pounds the floor line, bringing up like pieces of the ground up there, so he can't really jump anywhere. Which, after a few Kai blasts, 17 manages to lock him up in like this ball full of like this key ball, and which is surrounded by prison. And after that, he's like, "Hey, wait, let's talk about this." And then he just punts his ass all the way out to the ring, out of the bows, and he is now eliminated, and so is Universe 4. So then, of course, you got the Supreme guy. The dude's losing his mind over there. He's like, no, this is unfair. I can't get it. Anyway, he says like, then I'm taking all of you with me. When I thought he was legit about to fire off some massive ki blast to take out all the other fuses. He doesn't. I don't know if it's because he didn't have the chance to, or I was misinterpreting it, or what he said, because it sounded like he was about to like hit Beerus or something, or like all the other universes with some last minute ki attack, but he didn't get the chance to. So that is where the episode ends. We found the last universes that are left in the tournament are Universe 3, 11, and 7. So we're almost there. We're at the end. We are now in the end game now, as they say. The finish line is just right there. So yeah, yep. I'm hyped. We got about 12 minutes left in the tournament. At least in the time, at least 12 minutes left there's in the tournament. So we're almost to the end, guys. We're almost there, and I'm shocked Gohan has lasted this long. Like, I'm much of a Gohan fan as I am. I was not expecting him to last this long. I was actually expecting him to lose around the beginning of the tournament, honestly, because that's what Toriyama does. Because Toriyama hasn't really had the best track record when it comes to represent Gohan. I mean, he's gotten better, but I was like, there's no way he's gonna make him last. There's no way he's gonna have him be in the final 4 or whatever. When it's just when the ring starts. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm glad my man Gohan's lasted this long, but I don't want to jinx nothing, but I just hope he lasts a little. I would like to see him last at least till around the end of the series, around the 20s, the episode, around the late 20s, 30s area. I hope Gohan at least lasts that long, where the final stretch of the tournament when the sky turns color again. Hopefully Gohan lasts till that. If he lasts that long, I will be a happy man. So yeah, I'm in this here, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Oh, that's my final verdict for this week's episode. I'm gonna give it. I'm sure. I'm gonna give this. I love this episode, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, man. Like the stuff with God damn it, I'm forgetting his name. The Supreme Kai of the 4th universe. I don't know why. I'm terrible with names. That wrote. I love his dub voice, man. It was some great shit. Anyway, so yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.